basically what we were frustrated of was the corruption in nation. We were very
Mm.
frustrated, so we don't want any corruption in Nepal in further coming days. So we have been working to not for corrupted society. We want good governance, and basically we want a moral and peaceful and honorary society.
Welcome to the Gist on Strat News Global. I'm Surya Gangadharan. My guest on the window from Kathmandu is Pradeep Pande. He's one of the student activists who was involved in the September protests that brought down the government of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. And in fact, those entire student activists and so many others are involved in working out the template of Nepal's future, its constitutional future, its political future, and so on and so forth. So it's a huge, complicated exercise. Welcome, Pradeep Pandey. Good to have you.
Thank you. Welcome. Namaskar.
Namaskar, Pradeep. So tell me, the protests of September, were these spontaneous? Was it driven by local issues only?
Yes, the moment was entirely driven by national local issue like corruption, poor, poor governance, unemployed, education decay, and the erosion of public trust in politics. So the Gen Z youth are educated, connected, and intellectual. So they're deeply aware our realities of corrupted government. So what began as frustration transformed into a peaceful civic movement demanding accountability and integrity and transparency. So it was about not about the uh, the against the system, but it was against the government about corruption, and they were not holding the transparency to the citizens of the nation.
Mhm. There are
So it was
many,
totally,
yeah.
it was totally a local issue, a national local issue.
Mhm. Because many people say that it was inspired by others, by people outside Nepal. It may have been funded from outside. How do you answer these allegations?
No, 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 no. It was not funded or it was not inspired by any foreign influence. It was
Mhm.
solely depend on the awakening of Nepali Gen Zs. Basically, we were very unemployed. We were very poor as the government facilities. Private section are very expensive, and the Gen Zs of Nepal were very awakening. So the Gen Zs within the country and the Gen Zs and the Nepalese who are outside the country were very frustrated. This was not any foreign influence or foreign agendas. It was the question to the government by the Nepali within.
Mhm. Did you really expect to succeed in the amazing manner in which you did?
For me, I don't know what is succession. For me, I don't know what we have succeed. I believe in good civic society and good governance. So I believe for these 15 days or 20 days, I cannot say we have been succeed, but what I say that we are in the process to being successful. I
Mhm.
believe what I believe and what we all Gen Z believed was that when we fight against the corruption, when every society, every citizen of Nepal are awakened against the corruption and the transparency that government should held to its citizens, we will be success that day.
Mhm. Um, how are you working? What are your goals right now? What do you want to see in Nepal?
Basically, our goal in Nepal is that firstly, the morality and the integrity of people should be raised, and the people should practice their democratic responsibility very nicely, so that
Mhm.
the good and non-corrupted leaders will represent them and make the good government. And basically what we were frustrated of was the corruption in nation. We were very frustrated, so we don't want any corruption in Nepal in further coming days. So we have been working to not for corrupted society. We want good governance, and basically we want a moral and peaceful and honorary society.
Mhm. This is very idealistic, Pradeep. I mean, a moralistic society free of corruption. I mean, how will you ensure that all this comes in, Because it is all a reflection of
Basically,
society.
yeah, the society is basically a group of individuals. When we target every individual's growing and learning from the beginning, when we imply the morality, when we imply the implementation of good education in them, I believe that we can change the concept of the society into good civic sense. So
Hmm.
thus it will help to reduce corruption. It will help the good morality of the people.
Hmm. So that means you are going to ban some of the existing political parties. You're going to ban people. How will you do this?
No, 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 no. We do. We are not full of hatred and revenge. If the law and the investigation proves they are corrupted, they have been part in the genocide that cost our friends' lives in September 8 and 9. They will be
Yeah.
punished according to the law. We are not filled with hatred and revenge. We are not violating any laws to ban some peoples or political parties. In multi-party democratic system, everyone should exist, but with a correct and justified investigation, they will be punished accordingly.
Hmm. So you want a multi-party democracy going forward,
Yes.
and this will be the existing political parties will not be banned.
N- Within the parties there must be and there are the good people who are fighting against their leadership and their corrupted leaders. So we offer them, or we request them to be realized and be awakened against their leaders within their parties.
Hmm. And are you getting that kind of response from, say, Nepali Congress or CPN UML?
Yeah, we are getting the good response from Nepali Congress, but lately the CPN UML is not speaking against their corrupted leaders now. And we have got from many political parties, their youth leaders, their Gen Zs are speaking against their leaders. They are saying that you were corrupted and you resulted these all events. So please get outside of the political involvement now. Let us take the in charge of the political parties. We are getting some response.
Hmm. And you think you will be able to bring in a new leadership in these parties?
uh, it is not on us to bring the good leadership in these parties. It is the responsibility of members of the parties to bring and send them in the election, and our role comes in the election. If the good people participate in the election, every citizen will like and vote them.
Hmm. But ensuring corruption-free governance, when somebody is elected, he faces so many attractions. I mean, how do you insulate people, ensure that your systems do not allow corruption to to spread?
uh, in talking about getting participation in politics and getting participation in elections attracts many things. That is very correct. So to get distracted from those attraction, to get distracted from those are the basic problem of the morality of individual.
Hmm.
If he or she is so targeted toward the good governance and the helping to the citizen, he or she might not be get attracted from those distractions. I believe that.
Hmm. Hmm. So what
And
will happen to? Yeah, please,
we
please go
can
ahead.
solve these problems through policy making, through strict policy making, and through strict rules and regulations through election commission.
Hmm. And what about bureaucracy? Even the bureaucracy is very, very corrupt, isn't it?
Yeah, the bureaucracy is very very corrupt, and I believe the good leaders, when the good leaders are selected as a representative or executive, their wings, their part of the members in bureaucracy will get very scared of the leader or true person responsible as a minister or any executive body. So they will either realize their mistake, or they will help the system coming for further, or they will just resign or get outside. I believe in
Hmm.
that. Otherwise they will be very strictly punished.
Hmm. So, is there any plan to bring to trial Mr. Oli and so many others?
Yeah, if the investigation proves their corruption, many others will be in the trial, and we basically demand the government to bring the Mr. Olive in the trial for the order that he gave to shoot our friends during the protest.
Okay. So, that is the only charge against him so far.
For now, that is the first primary basic we are asking. There are
Hmm.
other many corruption case that can be charged for him. That is not only about GenZs, that is all what all Nepali citizens are asking for.
Mhm. So, are you trying to set up some independent commission to investigate their offenses, corruption, or whatever? Is there any
uh,
plan for such a body?
the government has already set the independent commission to investigate about this GenZ protest.
Hmm. And
It has
who all
already been.
are, and who all will be investigated?
The then government's head, Prime Minister KP Oli, and then Home Minister Ramesh Lekak, and other many part of the people who were involved in security managing things.
Okay. So for now, it is only focused on the killing of those activists.
Yeah, for now, we request government to punish those who uh, oppressed our friends and us during the democratic practice. We only went in September 8 to practice our democratic values. We were asking the simple question: why did you did the corruption? What is about the nepotism? Why you do not help the transparency? So it was so oppressive. They started shooting the bullets in our friends' chest and head. So we asked the justice, and for further, we asked the government to investigate in the corruption that has been in our country.
Mhm. So, in your list of priorities, what is it that you are putting on top right now? What are the first three or four priority things that you think should be done?
The priorities number one is punishing the then leaders or the responsible authority who di- did the genocide. One number, and two number, punishing the corrupt leaders and the bureaucrats who were part in many corruption cases.
Mhm. So, these are your priorities right now.
Yeah, these are our priorities. And third is the good governance, and as the government is has told, we will be participating in election. So we want the government to conduct democratic and fair elections.
Mhm. So, who will oversee the conduct of this election? Is an election commission, or will your
Yeah,
students themselves be involved?
no, it's an election commission. Election commission will oversee the how the fair and democratic election will go on.
Okay. Are you planning any changes to the election system? You know.
No, we have demanded the election commission and government to let the people outside the Nepal, the Nepalese citizen outside the Nepal, vote and practice their
Okay.
democratic rights.
Okay. So, right now, that is the only change you're planning.
Yeah, we are asking them, and other are please investigate the corrupt leaders, and please do not let the corrupt leaders or corrupt people who are involved in any criminal activities go in the election and be a representative, be
Mhm.
a candidate.
Okay. What is to stop Mr. Oli or Mr. Dioba from putting up candidates of their choice, and keeping quiet about it.
It's not on us to stop Mr. Oli or Teuba. It's on the member of CPN UML or Nepali Congress to stop their leaders to go to the elections to do that.
Mhm. I mean, these are. I'm surprised because the Communist Party cadres are very disciplined, very answer. They respond to direction, and yet the entire government was swept aside.
Hmm.
How do you account for that?
Uh, I believe that they were not practicing the ideology they prefer, they say they are. They were just very corrupted, so they were swept out so easily. The cadets were very not close to the leaders. The people who were influencing them were some rich peoples or businessmen. They were involved in the policy making, so they were swept out so easily. Their cadets
Okay,
were also not with them, I guess.
Pradeep, what is the role you see for India? How do you see India?
Basically, India is very close to Nepal since many ancient time, and we are very close with tradition, culture, what we share. So I believe India will respect Nepal's sovereignty and the awakening of youth, and they will encourage Nepali youth to participate in Nepal's growth, and they will be involved in education, business, and trade with Nepal very frequently and very nicely, as how have they have been practicing.
Mhm.
I
Traditionally,
Yes.
Nepal's rulers have not had very good relations with India, or they have tried to balance India with China and all that. Do you see this coming back again? Do you, as a Nepali,
uh,
feel insecure about India?
I believe that some of the leaders have been doing that because they want to be very nationalist, but that is not how the diplomacy works. We are very diplomatic and we are very intellectual to address our neighbors.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
So,
is
how do you
what we
see India?
want. That is about India. I have already told that we are very close since history. We are very close since any political events. So India and Nepal shares very close relations through tradition and culture. What we share. So I request India again to respect Nepal's sovereignty and the rise of youth. So, yeah.
Mhm. So, are you pleased with India's stand so far on the agitation that brought down this government?
Yeah, I believe that Indian Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi has uh, welcomed or congratulated our new Prime Minister, Mrs. Susila Karki. So that is the recognition, or that is the congratulations we thank him.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
believe India
And
is very happy, or they welcome us.
mhm. How do you view China?
For now, China is also one of our neighbor, but not directly involved as historically v- comparing to the India. And we want very diplomatic relations with both our neighbors.
Mhm. And you would seek help from both of them to develop Nepal.
Y- y- Basically, that is what Nepal's diplomatic and foreign uh, work should be done.
Uh-huh. So, no great change in foreign policy, assuming this new government comes into power next year.
Yeah, I believe there will be no such a foreign policy will be changed, but what will be very seriously and positively moving forward is that good relationship with our neighbors. We
Okay.
don't act as our old leaders. We don't want our new leaders to act as old leaders, sometimes being very nationalist uh,
Mm.
and commenting about our neighbors. We want very good and diplomatic relationship with our neighbors and any other foreign countries.
Mhm. Pradeep, I just want to ask you about Kala Pani. I'm sure you know about a dispute between India and Nepal about Kalapani. I know this is very, very early, but do you have any thoughts on this?
I believe that historically and in many even that we must respect each other's sovereignty and each other's stand in land issue and many border issue. And as a Nepali citizen, my prioritize will be my nation first and my people. So the claimed Kalapani and the government should be very diplomatically set, and India should
Mhm.
also recognize Nepal's voice, and we must be in a table and deal with it very diplomatically. Uh, I am in a not a position to say this and that. As a Nepali citizen first, I request
Mhm.
India and I request Indian government to sit with Nepali diplomats and delegates and talk about it very maturely.
Mhm. Also, you would have heard about this India-Nepal treaty, which many Nepali politicians say must be changed to reflect the current realities. Do you have any thoughts on this? Have you people thought about this?
Basically, for now, I'm not in any stand or any things to talk about this national
Mm.
issue or this
Yeah.
foreign issue. So, in further coming days, when I will get experience or I will get the knowledge about this, I hope I can talk very formally and very nicely about this issue. For now, what I want to say is, as a Nepali citizen, my priorities will be my country, my nation, and my people. So I stand with what Nepali people's voice is here.
Mhm. So, last question, Pradeep. Are the students divided on ideological lines, or are they divided on other issues, maybe religion and so on, caste perhaps?
No, no. We Gen Zs or youth are not divided by any reason or any ideologies. We are only focused to make our society corruption free and the rise of good governance. Now in Nepal, we are not divided in any issues.
Mhm, mhm. And when do you expect a declaration on elections and all that?
uh, the government has already declared election to March 5. So we will help the government to conduct fair and democratic elections. And we have requested election commission also to raise the voting awareness to the citizen of Nepal.
Okay. So, Pradeep Pande, thank you very much and wish you all the very best in your endeavors. And
Thank you.
it has been nice talking to you. We should try and keep up this conversation going forward. So, thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's all we have for you in this broadcast. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you very much.